Hello, New York Yankees fans. We have brand new exclusive videos and the latest news for you. Before we get started, we'd like to invite you to join our channel and give this video a like. It's crucial to get exclusive access to the latest updates. The whispers started like they always do in baseball, quietly, almost like a breeze sliding between the tall buildings surrounding the Bronx. At first, it sounded like nothing more than the usual off-season chatter, the kind of rumor that floats around barbershops, sports radio, and late-night baseball podcasts. But then the names started appearing again and again, carried by excited voices and curious speculation. Joe Ryan, a pitcher who has steadily grown from a promising arm into one of the most intriguing names on the mound. And suddenly, the idea of him wearing the legendary pinstripes of New York did not seem so impossible anymore. Fans around Yankee Stadium began imagining what it would look like, that tall right-hander stepping onto the mound with confidence, the roar of the Bronx rising around him. The possibility alone felt electric. Ryan, known for his poise and fearless approach, has built a reputation as a pitcher who thrives under pressure, and that is exactly the type of energy the Yankees' faithful adore. Some insiders have started hinting that conversations behind closed doors may be more serious than anyone expected. Nothing confirmed, nothing official, but the kind of quiet movement that makes baseball rumors feel alive. And if even a fraction of the speculation is real, the Bronx might be preparing to welcome a new star to its bright and demanding stage. Joe Ryan's journey through professional baseball has always carried a certain sense of momentum, as if every season pushes him closer to something bigger. Originally drafted in the 7th round back in 2018, he was not the headline name of that draft class. Many pitchers selected before him were expected to shine brighter or rise faster. But Ryan followed a different script, one written through patience, development, and a quietly growing confidence in his own abilities. When he eventually reached the major leagues with Minnesota in 2021, observers immediately noticed something unique about his presence on the mound. His delivery carried rhythm, his fastball jumped on hitters, and perhaps most importantly, he looked completely comfortable challenging big league bats. Over time, that comfort evolved into command, and command evolved into trust from his team. Fans in Minnesota watched him grow from a promising rookie into a dependable force in the rotation. Yet baseball is a sport of movement, ambition, and opportunity. And lately the conversation has started shifting toward whether Ryan's next chapter might unfold in a different uniform. When people begin linking a pitcher like him to the Yankees, the rumor alone carries weight, because the Bronx has always been a place where talented players become legends. Inside the Yankees universe, speculation spreads faster than a fastball on the inside corner. The organization has long been associated with power, prestige, and the constant pursuit of championship-caliber talent. So when the name Joe Ryan begins circulating in connection with New York, it naturally sparks imagination among fans who dream about dominant pitching performances under the bright lights of Yankee Stadium. Many supporters have quietly wondered whether the team might be searching for a pitcher who blends composure with competitive fire, someone capable of handling the intense expectations that come with wearing those famous pinstripes. Ryan seems to fit that profile in ways that feel almost cinematic. He has already proven he can perform on big stages, especially after earning his first All-Star recognition in 2025, a milestone that confirmed his rise among the league's elite arms. That achievement alone changed the way people talk about him. He was no longer simply a developing pitcher with potential. He had become a legitimate star. And when stars become available, even in rumor form, the Yankees are almost always part of the conversation. Whether the speculation is fueled by insiders or simply by hopeful fans, one thing is certain. The idea of Ryan in the Bronx has captured attention everywhere. Around New York, the excitement has taken on a life of its own. Sports talk shows have begun debating how Joe Ryan might fit into the Yankees' rotation, imagining matchups, postseason scenarios, and the kind of dominant outings that send a crowd into absolute frenzy. The Bronx faithful are famous for their passion, but they are equally famous for recognizing talent when they see it. Ryan's pitching style, built around a lively fastball and a fearless willingness to attack hitters, seems almost designed for that environment. Some analysts believe his personality would thrive there, feeding off the intensity rather than shrinking from it. Others point to his steady progression over the past few seasons as evidence that he is ready for an even bigger stage. The rumor itself may still live in the world of speculation, but it has already sparked endless discussion. Fans imagine the moment he would walk out of the dugout for the first time wearing the Yankees uniform, the stadium buzzing with anticipation. Baseball thrives on moments like that, moments where possibility and excitement merge into something unforgettable. And in the Bronx, where history and expectation collide every season, the arrival of a pitcher like Ryan would instantly become one of the most talked about stories in the sport. Meanwhile, in Minnesota, the whispers have not gone unnoticed. Supporters of the Twins know exactly how valuable Joe Ryan has been to their team. Watching his growth from promising newcomer to all-star pitcher has created a strong connection between the player and the fan base. That is why the rumors linking him to New York carry a bittersweet tone for many observers. On one hand, there is pride in seeing a homegrown star attract attention from one of the most iconic franchises in baseball. On the other, there is the uneasy feeling that something special could be slipping away. Baseball history is full of moments when talented players move from one city to another, leaving behind memories while chasing new challenges. The possibility of Ryan doing exactly that has sparked countless debates about what the future might hold. Some insiders insist there is nothing concrete happening yet. Others hint that the baseball world can change quickly when the right opportunity appears. For now, everything remains uncertain, floating somewhere between rumor and reality. But the simple fact that Joe Ryan's name is echoing through conversations about the Yankees tells you just how far his reputation has traveled. And perhaps that is the most fascinating part of this entire story. Joe Ryan represents the kind of pitcher who gradually captures the respect of the baseball world, not through flashy headlines at the beginning of his career, but through steady excellence that becomes impossible to ignore. By the time he reached all-star status in 2025, many experts were already describing him as one of the most reliable and quietly dominant arms in the game. Now the speculation connecting him to the Yankees has added an entirely new layer to his narrative. Fans across the sport are watching closely, wondering if the Bronx might soon become the stage for the next chapter of his career. Imagine the atmosphere if that rumor ever becomes reality. The energy of New York, the roar of the crowd, the expectation of greatness. For a pitcher with Ryan's composure and competitive spirit, it might feel less like pressure and more like destiny. Until anything official emerges, the story remains a rumor carried by hopeful voices and curious insiders. But sometimes in baseball, the rumors that sound the most unbelievable are the ones that eventually turn into history. As the speculation continues to grow, the image of Joe Ryan stepping onto the mound in the Bronx becomes more vivid with every passing conversation. Fans picture the stadium lights reflecting off the pinstripes, the tension in the air as thousands of voices rise together in anticipation. The Yankees have always been a franchise built on powerful narratives, and the idea of a rising all-star pitcher arriving to strengthen the rotation fits perfectly into that tradition. Ryan's calm demeanor could become a fascinating contrast to the intensity of the environment around him. Many pitchers have struggled under the spotlight of New York, but others have transformed into legends because they embraced it. Observers who have followed Ryan's career often mention his composure as one of his greatest strengths. Even in difficult moments, he rarely looks shaken. That quality alone has fueled belief that he might actually enjoy pitching in front of one of the most demanding fan bases in professional sports. The rumor has created a wave of excitement among Yankee supporters who constantly dream about the next great arm leading their staff. For them, Joe Ryan represents more than just a talented pitcher. He represents possibility, the thrilling unknown of what might happen if a rising star arrives in baseball's most dramatic stage. The story of Ryan's rise is one that resonates with fans who appreciate perseverance. Being selected in the 7th round of the draft in 2018 did not guarantee fame or fortune. Many players chosen in that part of the draft never reached the major leagues at all. Yet Ryan worked through the system with determination, refining his mechanics, sharpening his pitch selection, and gradually proving that his talent belonged among the best. By the time he debuted in the major leagues with Minnesota in 2021, he had already built a reputation among scouts as someone who understood how to compete. Each season seemed to add another layer to his development. His confidence grew, his control improved, and hitters began discovering that facing him was rarely comfortable. When he finally earned his place among the league's all-stars in 2025, it felt like the culmination of years of steady progress. That achievement also changed how teams around the league viewed him. Suddenly, he was not just a promising arm with upside. He was a proven performer capable of anchoring a rotation. That shift in perception is exactly why rumors connecting him to a powerhouse franchise like the Yankees have captured so much attention. In the Bronx, imagination runs wild when it comes to potential roster changes. Yankees fans have always embraced the idea that their team should pursue greatness at every opportunity. The thought of adding Joe Ryan to the pitching staff fits that philosophy perfectly. Picture a packed stadium buzzing with excitement as Ryan delivers pitch after pitch with his signature rhythm. The crowd responds to every strike, every swing and miss, every moment of dominance. Over time, those moments could build into something larger, the kind of connection between pitcher and fan base that becomes part of baseball folklore. Many supporters believe Ryan's personality would resonate strongly with New York's passionate culture. He carries himself with quiet confidence rather than loud bravado, letting his performance speak louder than words. That style often earns deep respect in a city that demands authenticity. Of course, none of this has been confirmed. The rumor remains exactly that, a fascinating possibility drifting through the baseball world. But sometimes the mere idea of a player joining a team can energize an entire community of fans who are eager to believe the next great chapter might be just around the corner. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. Analysts have also begun discussing the strategic side of the speculation. From a purely baseball perspective, Joe Ryan possesses qualities that many teams desire in a modern starting pitcher. His ability to challenge hitters early in counts, his confidence throwing high fastballs, and his willingness to adjust during games all suggest a pitcher who understands the mental side of competition. Those attributes could make him particularly valuable in high-pressure environments like the postseason, where every pitch carries enormous significance. Yankee supporters, who constantly dream about championship runs, have naturally embraced the idea that Ryan could become an important piece of that puzzle. The Bronx has seen many memorable pitchers over the decades, each leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable moments. If Ryan were to join that lineage, fans imagine the type of performances that could define an era. The speculation alone has sparked endless debate across baseball media, with commentators asking whether this rumor connection is merely wishful thinking or something quietly developing behind the scenes. In a sport where trades and signings can reshape entire seasons overnight, the possibility of Ryan arriving in New York feels both thrilling and mysterious. Back in Minnesota, observers continue to watch the situation with cautious curiosity. Joe Ryan has become an important figure for the Twins, not only because of his pitching ability, but also because of the leadership he quietly provides within a clubhouse. Teammates often speak about his preparation and his focus, qualities that help set the tone for a pitching staff. That makes the rumors linking him to another franchise feel complicated. On one side, there is admiration for how far he has come in his career. On the other, there is the natural reluctance to imagine the team moving forward without one of its brightest stars. Baseball, however, has always been filled with moments when the unexpected suddenly becomes reality. A conversation between front offices, a shift in team strategy, or a bold decision about the future can transform speculation into action almost overnight. Until anything official happens, Fans in Minnesota and New York alike are left watching the rumors swirl through the baseball landscape. And every time Joe Ryan steps onto the mound, people cannot help wondering whether they might eventually see that same performance happening under entirely different lights. What makes this entire situation so captivating is the sense that Joe Ryan's story may still be unfolding in ways no one fully expected. From a seventh-round draft selection in 2018 to an all-star pitcher in 2025, his career has already defied many predictions. Now the rumor connecting him to the Yankees adds a dramatic twist that feels almost cinematic. Imagine the moment if the speculation ever turns into an announcement. The Bronx erupting with excitement, fans celebrating the arrival of a pitcher they believe could become a cornerstone of the rotation. For Ryan himself, it would represent another step in a journey defined by growth and opportunity. Pitching in New York carries enormous pressure, but it also offers the chance to become part of baseball history. Until any official confirmation appears, the story remains suspended in the world of rumors and possibilities. Yet the excitement surrounding the idea says everything about Ryan's reputation across the league. When a pitcher earns that level of attention, it means the baseball world is watching closely, waiting to see where the next chapter of his remarkable career will lead. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.